Something that I'm learning as I get older is you really cannot overestimate your importance in somebody else's life. Like, as sad and unfortunate as it may be, somebody may mean the world to you, and you may not mean the world to them. And
So man, this is complete fact so far. And this is when you're dealing with humans in general, people are naturally selfish. So like she just said, you may feel like, man, I really like this woman right here. I really like her a lot. And I really want to be with her, and I really want to be in her life. But in your head, you're projecting how you feel onto that other person, not even realizing, dang, does this person even feel the same way about me? And what happens is, over time, you come to that realization like, dang, man, this person don't even rock with me how I rock with them. And it can be a dating situation, it can be a friendship. But I know for me, this is how I felt so many times. And I used to be like a big people pleaser. So for me, everybody that's in my life, where I want to be in my life, I'm trying to make everybody else happy. I'm trying to make sure everybody else good. And I'm trying to make sure I don't hurt anybody's feelings, or I don't say nothing to rock the boat. In the meanwhile, I'm not even validating how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because people are gonna treat you how you treat yourself. If you are overestimating your situation with somebody that you're dating or a friendship, if you're putting more into it than they are, naturally, that's when the disrespect starts to happen. This is why it's super important to understand reciprocation. Whether it's a friendship, dating, with a business situation, it has to be a win-win. Because if you don't pay attention to the person to see if they're reciprocating or not, that's when you start to realize like, dang, man, this person don't even rock with me like that.
you don't want to get your feelings hurt because you're constantly bending over backwards for someone who is simply not going to do the same for you because they don't feel the same way. This is something that I've really had to have an honest conversation with myself about when evaluating my friendships and romantic relationships.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. It sucks too, man, but you can't bend over backwards for people who are not bending over backwards for you. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do it. And this is why as a man, it's so important to have standards for yourself, because when you don't have standards for yourself, you're gonna try to live up to somebody else's standard. And like the quote goes, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So when you don't have standards for yourself, you're gonna try to live up to somebody else's standards. Because this is, especially in the dating market, as men, this is what we do, man. We try to prove ourselves to the woman. We try to prove that we're worthy enough. We over pursue and chase because that's what we're taught as when we're young. And a lot of us have that mindset. We get into high school, we get into college, we get into our early 20s, even our mid 20s, still chasing because no one ever taught us the correct way. No one ever taught us to put ourselves first. We always have to put the woman first because you know the saying, happy wife, happy life, which is BS to me. And it's not easy either. If you don't have emotional self-control, if you can't control your feelings, really you're gonna put other people before yourself. And what you gotta understand is humans are naturally subconsciously selfish. So naturally when you're doing that, people are gonna abuse that. People are gonna take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? They're going to control you at that point. When you're putting more into something than the other person is putting into you, that's when you have to take a look in the mirror and understand like, man, let me put myself first. Let me focus on my craft. Let me go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Let me only deal with people who want to be in my life. Because at this point, for me being in my 30s, that's the only type of people I deal with. Whether it's dating, friendships, business situations, it has to be a mutual interest. I don't deal with half-ass people. Because when you deal with half-ass people, you're gonna get half-ass energy.
Over like the past couple years, because you will really hurt your own feelings thinking that you mean the same thing to somebody that they mean to you. And it's much better to just spend your time pouring into those people who pour into you in the same way than to keep getting your feelings hurt by people who cannot reciprocate your energy.
And she's speaking nothing but facts. Most of my 20s, I will meet a woman. I really like her because I couldn't get past the looks. We talk about getting past the looks. I can't get past the looks. I'll over pursue. She don't feel the same way. My feelings is hurt. I'm depressed. Going to the next girl, do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us find ourselves in the same rat race. So I know y'all question is, how do you get out of that? The way you get out of that is, for one, you gotta realize you're in a scarcity mindset. Scarcity mindset, naturally, you're doing things to try to please people. When you're coming from the mindset of trying to please people, you're already losing. But when you come from an abundance mindset, knowing that, okay, what can this person do for me? Are they reciprocating? Are they interested in me? You gotta learn how to love and validate yourself first. That's where it starts. And then when you meet people, don't feel the need to try to prove yourself and put everything out there, because what you gotta understand about people is, people know if they like you from the second they meet you. A woman already knows that she likes you when she first meets you. So there's no need of trying to prove yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you're dating, the purpose of a date is to get to know someone, not to try to prove yourself. So when you come into a date with the mindset of what can you do for me, instead of going on a date like, man, she got something fat back there and she looks super good, and you get caught up in that and you just trying to smash, you got to come from the mindset of, I don't need you. That's how you get the most out of life. Then you're going to see what that person's character is really like. And how do you do that? You pay attention to their actions. What are their actions telling you? Are they initiating contact, or are you the one always initiating contact? Are they paying for dates, or are you the one that's always paying for dates? Are they making it easy for you, or are they making it difficult? That's how you figure out if that person is really meant to be in your life or not. It's the reciprocation. What is it like? Are you giving everything and they're not giving nothing back? That's what you got to pay attention to. But if you can't get past the looks and you don't have standards for yourself, you'll always be the one taking the L. And again, it's all about being efficient. You want to be as efficient as possible, because I don't want to say life is short, but what you got to understand, life is like a phone battery. It's slowly dying. You don't know when it's going to die, but you know that it's slowly dying. So you don't want to waste your time with half-ass people, because you're going to get half-ass energy. You only want people in your life that it's a reciprocation. It's a mutual interest. Stop hanging around. Like, even when it comes to friends, if you're the one that's doing all the work, paying for everything, and the other friend doesn't want to pay for nothing, they never hit you up, you got to fall back. This is why walking away is so important, because when you walk away from half-ass people, you get to see they half-ass energy. You see if they really real or not. You really see if they're meant for you or not. Time tells the truth. So the whole point of this message is always pay attention to people's actions, because people's actions will tell you everything you need to know. Don't go off your feelings, because feelings will get you hurt. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gone.